Hey guys, I stream on Twitch. Make sure to check the description to go ahead and follow, as I might be live right now, and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you have not already with the bell notification on. Thanks guys, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Cool. Alright, so I'm just saying, this trailer goes crazy. Now we gotta go back to the start because there's a ridiculous amount of things to check out, man. There's so much stuff. Let's get started, right? Let's get started. Splatoon 3 is confirmed on the Nintendo Switch, and I'm gonna try and analyze everything as best I can, okay? This is the very first thing that we see, right? Basically, banners are in Splatoon 3, alright? Banners. Banners are basically in Splatoon 3, which is so cool. You got all these different kinds of banners. I guess you got these base, no colored banners. You got these ones with a little bit of graphics on them. I assume they're gonna get crazier as the game comes out. There's probably like many different ways probably to, you know, unlock them. They also have titles and stuff like that. You got this guy called Big Money Man, Wardrobe Regular, Faithful Seaside Superfan, Southpaw Champ, 3rd Gen Ringleader. Like, you got all of them. Like, dude, these titles go hard. These titles are kind of nuts. Yeah, but I assume as time goes on, there's probably going to be certain ways that you can unlock them. And I think what thing that would be really cool, say if you have like a main in this game, all right? There's probably going to be one where if you play this weapon a certain amount, you get this really cool looking banner to show off your weapon, and this is probably one of the weapons that you play. So I can imagine that being a thing if, you know, just so you have some originality with some of them, you know? So imagine you get special ones for Splatfest. Yeah, they honestly could do so much with this kind of stuff, which is so cool to see. Like, imagine if we still have top 500 in this game. Imagine if you could like put like a top 500 badge or medal on your banner, and just to show off that, hey, this is you in it, you know? So yeah, that type of customization goes hard. We also have these taglines, like these things here. So you have like one that says hashtag 2606, hashtag 2475. I was trying to figure out what these meant. Like, my first thought was something where you are able to like show the rank number or rank placement that you are in. I mean, obviously this is Turf War, but like, what if it's something that they do, or it's probably MMR, like Keka just said too. I was just thinking, like, I don't think it could be like an individual number, mainly because it's like there's gonna be a million something people playing this game. So if everybody's gonna have like a specific number, then that's gonna go into millions, and it's gonna go a little crazy. So like, what if you're like the 394th person to play the game? Yeah, imagine. Imagine. I think it'll just kind of go crazy if that's the case. So we got the confirmation of what this map is called, Eeltail Alley. This is the same map that we saw from the single player trailer / multiplayer trailer. It looks a little different, honestly. We got confirmation of what this is called. This is called the Tri-Slinger or Tri-Stringer. That's what they're calling it. The bow. It's not called the Splat Bow. It's called the Tri-Stringer. This is the Splatter Shop. Colors has not changed too much. It's the same sort of design. And you got Octobrush, and then you also got a slosher on the bottom, the far right there too. But yeah, you got the other team. You got Splash Up Pro, 52 gal, Charger, and of course a roller. So lots to take in there. You start the game straight up trying to decide where you want to drop. Now this is the very first thing that I want to mention. As you drop into games, you do get this cool thing called Super Armor. So it's basically Ink Armor at the very start. So Ink Armor, technically still in the game, but only when you land. It's basically spawn protection, so that if somebody tries to attempts to spawn camp you, they're not going to have the most easiest time, since you'll be protected. Let's just say that when you drop in, 2 to 3 seconds, you get like Super Armor, so you cannot be basically taken out. So going through. The Splatter Shot has Trizuka. This is the regular one, I assume. Has Trizuka and a Suction Bomb. Pretty banger kit. If I'm not mistaken, that's basically the Tentatech Splatter Shot from Splatoon 1. But this is on the regular one, so that's base, man. That's really good. I was trying to get a good view of this. because it seems like the 52 gal gets a special in 180 ink. I don't know if that's just it's just placeholder, because that thing could change anytime, as well as every other special in this game. Like I assume that they'll probably balance that out as time passes or anything like that. We can see what it gets. Splash Wool. 52 gal continues to get Splash Wool from Splatoon 1 with the regular one, and then Splatoon 2 with the Kensa variant, and then Splatoon 3 with the regular one again. So Splash Wool, 52 gal, gonna be something that's still in the game. I'm okay with that, since just because 52 gal can be super inaccurate, so the Splash Wool is going to be helping it. Basically, everybody who does love the 52 gal, that's going to be really good for you guys, because you have something that just feels very familiar straight away. So, and also you get Killer Whale. You get Killer Whale 5.1. So yeah, that's really, really cool. All right, the Splattershot Pro. There's a lot to mention about this. So the Splattershot Pro's range seems like it has not changed that much. I do want to take a good look at its sub-weapon, because there's a new sub-weapon and we don't know what it really does. A lot of people have been saying it's like a marker pen. It's like a point sensor rework or some sort. You can instantly throw... Yeah, it's like a point sensor. I don't know if it like... No, it's not. It doesn't slow down the enemy, does it? Just taking a good look at it again. It's like a point sensor. I thought it was like a grapple, but it's like a insta point sensor, a hit scan point sensor. Yeah, like a highlights or something like that. If you can see someone like literally within your reticle and you click on them, then yeah, that's basically what it does. It's a hit scan point sensor flashlight thing. So also, one thing we should also mention too. This thing also has Crab Tank, and its Crab Tank is 200 special. But let me just say, a Splash-Up Probe, as long a range as it is right now, like it's supposed to be a long-range weapon. It's very, very interesting to see this weapon get Crab Tank, because it's like, it gives it a much more longer range option, which is kind of cool actually. Let's say if you're facing against like a Jet Squelcher or a Charger or anything that might just be a little bit less, like, a little bit too far in the Splattershot Pro's range. You can use Crab Tank to kind of sort that out, and I think it's going to be really cool too. The Crab Tank also has that baller mode that we know of. I can imagine people using the Crab Tank to like, if let's say someone's super far range from them, they'll use the Crab Tank, break the distance and roll towards them, and then shoot them with the turret mode, you know? I think a lot of people are going to be trying to do that. So yeah, that's going to make this, I feel like the Splattershot Pro is going to be really strong in this game. Well, especially with this one having the Crab Tank right now. So, but then again, we don't exactly know how well it's going to perform with like people who know what they're doing too. So we're going to have to like wait and see how that kind of goes about. So, but, oh yes, yes, yes. Power! You got power in our hands now, guys. When you see specials like this is what you call power. We didn't get a lot of specials like this in Splatoon 2, I'm just saying. But like, when you see something like this, where it's just like, you just shoot the guy with the thing, they insta-die. You only get 3 shots with it, which is okay, it's decent. You make those shots count. When you make them count and you get doubles like that, that is so friggin' sick. That's so good. From what it looks like too, it looks like it paints a whole bunch too, if you see that when you shoot a Trizuka shot. So it's so friggin' good just to see that type of stuff. So power in your hands, dude. Okay, this is also something we should mention too. The Charger has a laser. This is confirmation because I made a whole video about how the Charger would be if it didn't have a laser. The Charger in the single player trailer did not have a laser at that point, you know? It didn't. It really just didn't. So it made everyone think that, oh, what if there is literally no laser? So this confirms it though. It's right there. We can see it. And it still has that big glow. So technically, not gonna lie, that's a little bit of a nerf to Chargers, because now it's gonna be way easier to tell if the Charger has that full charge and it's ready, you know? It's enough, but it's kind of like quality of life as well, because it's a lot easier to see. It's not like you're running into a Charger and like you don't know that if they're fully charged or not. Like this makes it very clear if a Charger is fully charged. I still think Chargers are probably gonna be very strong either way. It makes it harder for peak shots. Yeah. Like I said in my my Charger video too, this is gonna make it harder for Chargers just to be like peeking behind walls, because this glow is so big, you know? It's a big glow, so it's like any Charger that's behind any wall, someone's gonna see it. As long as you have eyes, we will see it, you know? So either way, cool to see. Charger has a laser. Right. This is also another thing as we continue on like 2 seconds later. This is something that we gotta really take a close look at. Because as you can see from this dude who's shooting the big bubbler, obviously you can't shoot through it, but it seems like you can weaken it. This isn't from the splatter shot shooting it. It's actually from somebody else, because I believe with the big bubbler, there's a part of it at the very top that if you shoot that, it'll weaken the bubbler. And it seems like this whole thing also only really lasts for like 7 seconds, 7 to 8 seconds. So it doesn't last too long, but it's good to see. Also, I've also noticed too, if you look very closely, I don't know if the stream shows it really well, but there's a beacon within the big bubbler right here. There's a beacon inside it. So it's making me think that you might be able to jump to this thing if somebody's deployed it. So very, very interesting to see. It's going to be a very supportive weapon. And it seems like it might be one of those kinds of things where like, if you throw it out and like you have maybe like 2 people respawning or 2 people just died, what you might be able to do is just jump to it and then you can just get everybody safe. But yeah, there's a beacon inside the bubbler. So you hope a charger doesn't get big bubbler. Well, I don't think you can shoot out the bubbler at this. You can't shoot out of the bubbler, I don't think. So you should be okay. No, you can. The charger did it. Hang on. Oh, no. Oh, no. Wait, hang on. Oh, no. Oh, no. Alright, now I'm scared. Oh no! Every long-range weapon inside this thing is gonna be way too strong. Every single long-range weapon is gonna be way too strong if they get this special or are anywhere near this special. Okay, I'm actually worried about that. I'm genuinely worried about that. Maybe it won't be that bad, fingers crossed. Oh no. Because I'm just thinking, you go in as a jet sculpture, what can they do? You stand there. Maybe the counterplay of it is just don't challenge it at all. That might be the counterplay, but like, let's just, like, it's gonna be interesting to say the least. So, okay, so look, maybe it won't be that bad. Maybe it won't be that bad. It won't be that bad, guys. Maybe it won't be that bad. Because you can't move. It's not like Bubbler from Splatoon 1. It's not like Bubbler from Splatoon 1 where you can move around with it. It's a Bubbler that stands still, okay? This is what's making me think. Oh my god. In Splat Zones, let's say that you've killed everybody already in Splat Zones. You can go ahead and like build your bubbler, right? You get any long range weapon, doesn't matter. You can just put the bubbler down as soon as like everyone's trying to like, the enemy team is like trying to come back in because they lost control. You can put the thing down and just like stall them. And there's nothing that the enemy team can do other than just wait 8 seconds. So I guess, I mean, it's going to be really, really good for stalling, especially if you have any sort of long range. But I guess you just have to not get close to it. Yeah, man, this is going to be interesting. I really wonder how that's going to work. Not gonna lie, I could see them nerfing this pretty early on, just making it so that you cannot shoot out the bubbler. I think that's gonna be a little crazy, not gonna lie, so. I didn't know it was gonna be like this. I'm just saying, dude. That's honestly crazy. Actually really scary at the same time. Don't know how strong it's gonna be. Who knows, man? Who knows? We'll see. We'll just have to wait and see, alright? Big bubbler means business, man. Right, continuing on. So, test fire gear, just so you guys can see it yourselves. We got special power up, we got special saver, we got ink recovery. Quick respawn's not here though. In the first game and the second game, you had quick respawn as your headgear. Something that's also very cool, lovely to see. Whenever you get killed by someone, you actually get to see their tag. So I really hope that you can like customize the look of these and really show off what your name looks like and everything else with that. So yeah, that's gonna be really cool to see. So since there's some downtime here, since there's not really much going on here, let's take a look a little bit at the UI. So the UI is definitely a whole lot different. Don't know about the size of it. I'm hoping that it's smaller, or hoping it appears smaller. It looks a little smaller, but it's definitely a lot different. I'm fine with it. It's a different kind of art style. It's a lot more 2D. You can still kind of tell what weapon's which, but it is what it is, really. This is, I guess this is just what they're going with. This is basically what the Charger has. Charger has Splat Bomb and the ink vacuum thing, which we're gonna see in action right now. It's like a poltergeist kind of thing, you know? It's very interesting to see. So we're gonna see how this works. So, yeah, okay. So looking at this, it seems like this poltergeist thing, the Luigi Mansion poltergeist, if you use it directly at people, or I don't know if it's like directly, like if it sucks up the enemy ink. I hope it does. But it seems like the more you're sucking with it, the more this whole thing charges. So when you're ready to like shoot it off, you can shoot off like this massive explosion with it. So yeah, it looks like it absorbs enemy ink, which is really cool. Like I hope that's the case with it. It's like that thing in Overwatch from a character called Sigma, where he's like doing like some void suck thing, where it like literally just eats up enemies like stuff and all that type of stuff. It looks like the exact same thing, so I'm really hoping that's what I'm looking at right now. But it also from this vacuum thing, it has two phases. Obviously, you can charge it up, cool. I assume the longer you charge it up, the bigger the explosion is. I think if you hit someone directly with it, they will instantly die. If anybody's in the radius of where it explodes, I assume that they die right there too. So right there, so you can see like it makes like a little radius thing. It's kind of like splashdown in a way, but you shoot where it is. But like, yeah, it makes this little radius thing, and then it makes a massive explosion right there too. That's a big explosion, so that could be really interesting to like entry with stuff kind of stuff. So yeah, that's really cool to see. Oh yeah, that's also really cool to mention too. When your teammates die, there's like a little X indicator, and it actually tells you that this person died right there. And I think that's really helpful too, actually. Yeah, that's extremely helpful to tell like where exactly someone died. So like even up top of you, or like I guess far left of you, far right of you, you can tell much better where people actually are dying around you and all that type of stuff. So, oh wait, hang on, I don't want to miss this. Pay close attention to how somebody dies in the UI here. Like look at this. There's like a little animation that plays. You see that? Where it's like, it kind of flashes or flickers and like makes the X and all that type of stuff. So the Tri-Stringer, interesting name to say the least. But it has Disruptor / Toxic Mist or Poison Mist, and I believe Killer Whale 5.1. First glance, it looks a little underwhelming. Not gonna lie, it looks a little underwhelming. You charge it up so quickly though, dude. Yeah, you're not gonna be painting anything with this weapon. I'm just saying with like how slowly it looks like it's gonna be shooting. So yeah, we know it has two firing modes. Like if you jump, I believe it's vertical. If you're just standing still, it's horizontal. I'm just thinking, the look of it, I think like damage wise, it's gonna be fairly strong, fairly decent. So this is what I'm thinking about the bow right now. Like it's like Explosher with like really mini explosion rounds with it. It's like Explosher, but like it can't paint. And plus it's a lot more hit scanny, so its bullet travels much faster, which is good. It's really, really good. So that might be the really fun part about it. So like, I guess if you're able to hit shots, then you're gonna probably put some work in it, but I just don't think it's gonna paint so much. Better look at the Zipcaster. So we actually get to see the recoil of the Zipcaster, as you can see here. Can't really point out what that looks like, to be very honest, but this is what it is. This is what it is. I love the look of this. And I love how you can use like the world environment. Like you got this lamppost here, and you can straight up just use it as a way to like travel through the map. So yeah, Greninja vibes like this. So like just talking about the Zipcaster a little bit. Like I said before, it's insanely quick, first of all. It's really, really quick. It feels like you can get from one side to the other like super, super easily. So like one side to the other super, super quickly. This is going to be the type of special that it's going to be really, really good if you're mechanically great. You know, mechanically great at the game, because you need to be able to capitalize what's going on too. So look at the duration of it. Yeah, okay, we're gonna point that out too. It seems like anything you do, like if you sling with it, you'll lose special really quickly. If you shoot with it, you lose special in a certain amount of time too. So that's interesting to note. It feels like it's gonna be one of those things that's gonna only really like, you're only gonna be really able to take out one person, and if you're lucky enough, maybe two. I feel like if you were to ever use this special, you want to really make sure that you know where you're going. Like, you want to be like, okay, I know that this person is positioned in this point, and I can zip caster my way to get to that point straight away. You can get there straight away, take them out. Once you've taken them out, you go back to where you're supposed to go. So great way to take out snipers. Great way to probably take out like heavy splatlings, Hydra splatlings, all that type of stuff. It's like, yeah, it's an anti-backline kind of special. So really, really cool to see that the Zipcaster is that quick. So remember how I was talking about the Splash Up Pro? Dang, man, the Splash Up Pro has some decent range on it, right? Let's just say that from where the Splash Up Pro is standing, this thing can shoot around up to at least here, right? This thing also has Crab Tank, right? Look how far the Crab Tank can shoot. The Crab Tank standing here, it shoots well past the box. You know? Well past it. And I'm okay, I'm fine with this. I'm fine with this because I think it's really cool to see specials be this strong. It's kind of like squeezer range or maybe even longer than that. Or like even Jet Scorcher range. This is 3-shot kill, by the way, if you're using the turret mode. And this thing is going to be amazing when it comes to literally any weapon that is literally only short range. But it's really interesting to see that the Splash Up Pro has it, because it's like, it gives it extra options to take out things that may shoot further in it. So that's really, really cool. Get a good look at the... Ooh. I love that. I like that. So you get to see both the turret modes. You can see it can shoot bombs as well. And now I know 2 bombs directly or around directly is around like a 2-shot kill with the Crab Tank. So that's something to look at. But I think what this person does with the Crab Tank, which is really cool, is that they're using the bomb like it's a stun grenade, you know? So it's like, I think a lot of people are probably going to be doing that, where they bomb somebody first, stun them, get them inside your ink, finish it off with the turret mode, you know?
Is another option for dealing with long range.
Also noticing too, this is a confirmation as well, because it seems like, as you can see right here, you'll always start on the coffee machine whenever you die. Doesn't matter when it is. Whenever you die, you always start up on the coffee machine, and then you'll land back into the game, as you can see right there. Right here, launches downwards. Good thing to note just there. Woo! Alright. Sorry if I blew your ears out there, guys, but this is so freaking cool. This is so cool. The Killer Whale 5.1 is madness, alright? Let me just tell you that. I love that you can just pop the thing out, and then you can just continue on with your day, because this thing's automated. And it'll also move with you too. Wait. Oh, I understand it. So it's like, you use the thing, right? You use it. It starts off with 2 first. It starts off with 2, as you can see right there. It starts off with 2. Then it throws off another 2, and then it throws off the final 2, you know? And it doesn't last that long. Oh, that's actually really interesting. It seems like it can be used like a close range option as well, just to assist you. It's like some sort of assisting kind of turret through the wall thing, you know, which honestly is not so bad. Like, I was actually kind of concerned like how good that's gonna be, because it doesn't last that long. If you're close up to someone, you can just launch it. As long as you're looking at them, you can use the Killer Whale thing to like help you out, just to laser the guy that's right in front of you. And that's gonna be really helpful. And kind of looking at it, it doesn't look like it's gonna be that much of a long range kind of thing, you know? I don't know how good it's gonna be for long range too, so it doesn't really last that long too. Like, it lasts for, unleashes it at 106. The thing only lasts for like 6 seconds. Yeah, I think that's all I was thinking. Like, for charges or like people who are in specific areas, it's gonna be really annoying for them to deal with, or it's just gonna be moving them out the way, you know. So I'm guessing it depends on where your reticle is. I'm just gonna take the big guess of like, because we don't have reticles. This is spectator mode, but I guess this depends completely on where your reticle is looking at. So like, if your reticle is looking at somebody, the Killer Whale 5.1 is gonna help and track that person in that certain position. Right, moving on. Also, a good thing about all the specials so far, no insta recharge once you get them out. Oh yeah, that's good, because like, that's gonna actually prevent special spamming too much. Well, for a good amount, you know. Now, this got me so hyped. This got me so hyped, I'm just saying. Because I love Ink Strike. I think Ink Strike in Splatoon 1 It was one of the coolest specials, especially when I first saw it in the trailer. With this game, you can use 3. And it's like a bomb launcher where you can set places where you can want to put your ink strikes. And the thing is 2. That thing comes in quick. I'm just saying. That comes in really, really quick. Has it in the minute mark? That thing's coming in the next 2 seconds, dude. That thing comes in the next 2 seconds. These things come in quick. That comes in insanely quick. And you have 3 of them, first of all, which is insane. And a lot of people, like, especially in the first game, you only had 1 ink strike. Considered one of the weaker specials back in that game, but having 3 now, they're not as big, but you get 3 of them. I can just imagine you throwing 3 ink strikes in one place, and you literally just destroy a guy who's just like sitting in a corner or anything like that. So yeah, I like that. I really, really like that. And I feel like that can be used in so many different ways too. So, oh yeah, this guys, you know how we were talking about how all specials can't be spammed? Yeah, this one's gonna be spammed. This one's gonna be so good for splat zones, first of all, but this one's gonna be spammed because when you throw all 3 of your ink strikes, you can start building up again. Yeah, we gotta be careful about that one. This is gonna be your spammable special. And it's gonna be on the slusher. The original slusher in the first game had burst bomb and ink strike, if I'm not mistaken. This one has splat bomb and ink strike, or try ink strike, I think. For the slusher mains, this is a weapon that you're gonna really love in this game. So continuing on, we get a little bit more splat bow gameplay. We get a better look at taking out the bubble, the big bubbler. As you can see, shooting it from the top. It literally weakens the bubble blower, or big bubble. You got the hit scan point sensor again. This guy threw 2, right? And I think it does the same amount of ink consumption as like a regular point sensor. But it makes like a little laser. I assume if anybody walks into that laser, while it's still up, you'll get marked, you know? You'll get marked by that. So yeah, it's like a tripwire in a way. So but like, yeah, it's an interesting change. I think it's going to be a little weaker. I feel like if they're going to do this, I think they need to make the ink consumption not so taxing, because it doesn't look that strong. It does look a little weaker, because I'm just thinking, you can throw a point sensor anywhere and okay, it can locate someone behind the wall or a big radius, and that big whole radius thing will stay there for a good while. But this, it's first of all, it's hit scan, cool. But it doesn't have to be hit scan if it's just a regular point sensor, you know what I mean? So, better look at the bow. You can see how the bow works and like the explosions it makes, and like you can like take damage from the bow's thing. So that's cool to see. Because I'm thinking like if it was just like you shoot it and it doesn't do anything, it just lays down ink. It might be a little underwhelming. The bow would be a little underwhelming. It's interesting to see. Interesting to see how this all works. Ooh, we get a decent look at the movement. So, looking at the 52 gal. That is so cool, dude. That is so friggin' cool. There's gonna be so much counterplay to that. You see how quick he can do it too? This man just set up for it. He was like ready for it. So like, did you just hear an armor sound? Let's turn the volume up a little bit then. Yeah. Yes, you did. Yeah, that's a confirmation right there. Let me just see how the damage is looking at actually. Yeah. No. There are some iframes in there. So there you get invisibility frames when you do a squid roll. To be honest, I feel like that's not gonna be so terrible. I don't think it's gonna be terrible because let's just say if you track it perfectly, you track their squid roll and you predict it perfectly, you will hit the iframes, but you'll still finish them off when they land. So I think that it might not be the worst thing too. It at least allows you to get out in some situations and just protect yourself. Considering like now you don't have like an ink armor just to protect you mobily too. Like everyone now has one. The good thing about it is that at least when you roll, you can't attack while you're in the roll. Like I feel like that's gonna be fine. It's gonna help a lot of weaker weapons out, especially if they're in like really weird situations. Like imagine using this thing like as you're an explusher, you know, or any sort of slow weapon like if you're a Hydra and you're in a weird situation, like you can use squid roll just to like roll yourself out in certain situations and like get yourself to cover. and all that type of jazz. So I think it's gonna be really good for blasters too. Really good for blasters. It's gonna be extremely good for every shooter that ever exists. So this is good counterplay. That gives you more options to deal with things. It makes it a little different from people wanting to use sub-strafing most of the time. I think a lot of veterans, we're probably gonna default to using sub-strafing. At the same time, we're gonna have to learn to start using the squid roll more, because at least it's gonna protect us in a lot more situations and all that type of stuff. So yeah, man, we're gonna have. I mean, I hope sub-strafing is still in the game. Please don't remove it, because it's just an extra broken strat or broken thing that's just in the game, and it's just another option for more things to think about. So, you know. Oh yeah, the squid row is going to be the way of how you defend yourself 100% against the killer whale 5.1. It'll be helpful either way. Ooh, okay. I really like that special. This special literally just sucks up anything that you try to do. I really like that. I like that a lot. Is there anything we missed? I think that's everything, honestly. We've gone through every single weapon. We've gone through every single weapon, the kit, the UI, the specials, the sub-weapons that we saw. That's just about everything, yeah. But, yeah. The Juds are a lot more fuzzier and furrier. We've got medals, so you can check out your medals and all that type of stuff. Your overall splatter, the #1 target, the #1 enemy splatter. I assume that at the end you get to see, like, I guess after this screen, you get to actually see like stats and all that type of stuff, which they're not showing us right now, but at least you can see the medals that you get. This game coming out in September the 9th. There's actually a LAN event that starts on that day, so that's really interesting. I'm not gonna go for it for literally because Splatoon 3 is coming out. Yeah, it's so perfect for me. In July, I was really because there was a lot of speculation in July where it was gonna come out on July 15th. I'm so freaking glad it's not coming out that time, because that's when I go for TwitchCon, right? And I'm gonna meet some people at TwitchCon and do some stuff and make some connections and all that type of stuff. So I'm so freaking glad. If anybody else is coming out to TwitchCon Amsterdam, come say hi to me. I'll be out there, 100%. If you're not there, then oh well. But we'll have some sort of Splatoon meetup down there. Yeah, there's a Splatoon event, Splatoon tournament called Riptide that's happening from the 9th of September till the 11th, somewhere around there. Unfortunate, really. We'll see what happens. I mean, it'll be probably the last Splatoon LAN event, but sorry, not going. I gotta stream for Splatoon. Don't care. Lol. I'm streaming Splatoon 3. Sorry. I'm interested to see what you guys think, whether you're on Twitch or on YouTube. Also, hi YouTube. Guys, if you're on Twitch, can you get your hi YouTubes in? Come on, what are you guys doing? No one's done a hi YouTube yet while we've been in this chat. Do you guys not want to be on YouTube? There it is. Come on, guys. There we go. Be in the video. Come on, be in the video. And yeah, subscribe to that. That's what you do. If you haven't subscribed to me yet, I'd very much appreciate if you do. On the YouTubes and all that type of stuff. Yo, all these people, look at these thirsty people, like, oh my god, I could be in the video. Hi, YouTube. We've been here for 2 hours. We've been here for 2 hours and none of you saw that? That's crazy. If any of you guys are watching this on YouTube, I hope you enjoyed this analysis. I tried my very best to kind of like decode everything that I saw and what I can pick up of. I think I did a pretty good job. If you guys think in the Twitch chat, do you guys think I did a good job? I think we were able to learn quite a bit from this whole thing. So in the comment section below, tell me what you guys think. What do you guys think of the Splatoon trailer? I think it's friggin' dope. Are you excited for Splatoon 3 coming out? I think you guys are, because I'm hyped as well. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed watching my analysis and all that type of stuff on the YouTube. So don't forget to subscribe, like the video if you haven't already too, and you know, join the Twitch streams. Be like one of all these lovely people in the chat too. So yeah, man. All right, I appreciate it.